Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody had a great week and is ready for the weekend. Many businesses are closed tomorrow for the Christmas Day holiday, which falls out on Saturday this year, which I'm sure everybody knows. In line with that, the stock market is closed tomorrow, as are our offices. So I wanted to get this video out to you today. Today is Thursday, December 23rd, and this is your weekly planning video. Just a reminder, tomorrow is the last market holiday this year. The markets and our offices will be open on December 31st all day. We prefer you get the last minute items done before that, but we will be here. The past few weeks we've been talking about year-end items that you should do and make sure you get everything all wrapped up in the coming weeks. Starting today, I will be giving some ideas on how to get 2022 off to a great start. I'll bring you some ideas on how to collect and prepare your tax information, specifically the schedule, when you can expect some of the papers that you'll get from us. And that is coming early next year. Watch out for the final video of the year next Friday. Today, I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about tidying up your financial clutter. So what do I mean by that? I get questions every year about what to keep and what to throw away. So I want to give you some simple rules of thumb. They're not hard and fast rules, but some ideas and some information about a lot of the financial papers that you seem to collect in this amazing paperless world. Remember they told us we were going paperless? I don't know about you, not happening here. In these days of cloud storage and online access along with scanning, I would suggest that you can make these ideas part of your process. If you have a scanner and have some cloud storage like Box, Dropbox, or even iCloud, you can consider storing your data there. Once it's there, you should be able to access it relatively easily, especially when your tax preparer calls you and asks you for that one item you forgot to give them. So in keeping with previous topics, make sure that you choose a secure site to save your data to. Don't share your passwords and consider the two-factor authentication that everyone talks about. If you can imagine, if someone wants your identity and you hand them over your digital file cabinet, bad things can happen, so please take precautions. In addition to wasting space around the house, garage, or basement, keeping everything can waste a ton of time, because when you go to find something and you have to go through all the other stuff that you really didn't need to keep, to find those things that you did need to keep makes it hard. So if you keep everything, you also risk misplacing something, missing a payment, missing a bill payment. Bad things can happen. That's not what we want to do. For this video, I'm not going to go into all the ideas that come along with those people who've gone full digital or paperless, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you have any questions, you let me know. The key that I will tell you is that if you've done this, and even through bank or credit cards, even though bank or credit cards don't mail you their statements, it doesn't mean you should not review those statements. Please review those statements, the charges and the online reports. And this is, if you do this, it's the easiest way to catch fraud or mistakes in your account. For the rest of you, just a few hints. Let's talk about it. ATM receipts. Do you get those receipts? It's not a bad idea to get them. Cross-check them with your statements every month, and then you can get rid of them. I mean shred them. Now again, going back to the shredder, make the shredder your best friend. If you don't have one, consider getting one. Consider finding somebody who has one. Or watch out for the neighborhood events that you can take all of your shredding to and get rid of it all at one time. So they have those too. This also goes for statements and sales receipts. These can be super helpful if you go to return an item, but if you decide you're not going to return it, get rid of them. You don't really use those. Now, if you have something that may need a warranty or something like that, then you obviously want to hold on to that, as well as if you find something that you might need to give to your tax preparer, so keep on to that as well. A few other specifics, utility bills. Do you really think you're going to need to know what you paid for gas and electric in 1999 on your house? Probably not. You may need it, or you may want it, about a year's worth of them to be able, if you go to sell your house, to be able to tell the new buyer how much it costs to heat or cool your home. But aside from that, get rid of them, shred them. Documentation of major loans and insurance policies and other information. This is one that's really important. All personal information. That's birth certificates, marriage certificates, social security cards, passports, and things like this. Even these days, yes, vaccination cards. These need to be kept in a safe in a safe place, in a secure place. Consider a fireproof safe at your house. You can always use a safe deposit box at the bank. Annual tax return and supporting documents. Now, this is something you should talk to your tax preparer about, exactly how long to hold on to. But remember, the IRS can go back 7 years and audit you. So it's be a little cumbersome, but it is something that could be helpful if you're ever audited. Again, pay stubs, if you get them in paper, you may want to consider keeping those until you get your final W-2 at the end of the year. Cross-check that and then shred those. Receipts and records from house upgrades. Now, I don't know about you, when I moved into my most recent house, the previous owner had kept everything from every ceiling fan to every appliance. And it was real helpful. So if you're going to do that, that might be helpful for you as well. Bank statements. It's a good rule of thumb to keep those for a year. Investment account papers. Now, obviously, this is one I get a lot. I recommend that you keep the monthly statements At the end of every year, match those with your annual statement and then get rid of your monthly statements. You can also do that, keep all of your, obviously, your tax information from that. Confirmations of transactions, keep those for the month. Cross-check them with your monthly statement, then you can shred those. There's so many more. You get the picture. So 3 final points I'll make. Again, make a shredder your best friend. As I mentioned, this is something that identity thieves are going to watch closely, especially as you get to the end of the year, end of the month, certainly spring cleaning time. If they're going to go dumpster diving, that's the time they're going to do it. So don't make sure that you shred anything that has your personal information on it, especially those credit card offers that you get in the mail. Those are important too. Number 2, go digital. As I said earlier, if you've gone digital, you should have access to almost anything, any of the above documents we've talked about. It does take some organization, but any of the major online storage sites are something to consider. Keep in mind security, but this is one way to get rid of that paper clutter. Just be sure not to create online clutter. If it's put up into the cloud and you can't find it, it can't help you. Number 3, get started now. This is like anything. We're getting ready for a new year. Get started now. Maybe it's something you can do 15 to 30 minutes a month, but it'll make a difference. It'll save you a lot of time when you go into search mode to find something. It'll save you a ton of space, so maybe you might even be able to get that car back in the garage one day. So one more week before we get ready to bring in 2022. I encourage you to make sure all of your 2021 items are completed. You start to think about other ways to make 2022 an amazing year. Monday will be another market update video. Friday will be the last video of the year. 2022 will bring a lot of new things. Stay in touch. We'll handle them together. Have a great weekend. Happy holidays, and we'll see you on Monday.